Let me try to answer without offending nobody. I'm not good at diplomacy at times. But we really and truly need to determine or decide, what do we want the police to do? Do we want the police to be out there coming across as being impotent and sterile? Or do we want the police to be out there to show anybody who have the criminal intent or criminal propensity to understand that the police is out there and we are not running no joke? I don't know what the young man think. Does a car thief come to you with car thief mark on his forehead? No. Does a contrabandist come to you with contrabandist mark on his forehead? No. Does a criminal come to you with criminal mark on his forehead? No. So how is the police supposed to determine who is a criminal from who is not a criminal? Yes, there may be some that the police may know because of previous encounters. But I am sure that in our last meeting we had here, one of the major area of concern in Benque was riverside. Am I right? And it was echoed in here that the riverside has become an area where crime was becoming more prevalent. And we made it known clear that we were going to ensure that our patrols concentrate in that area. I am not going to have my police officers patrol an area that is frequented by cross-border bandits who are armed without no guns. I would be crazy. I would be naive. And my officers would think that I am setting them up to be killed. We have to understand what we're dealing with are a bunch of people who have absolutely no regards to human life and human dignity and are not going to think twice to shoot you and take away what you have. So the police response must be proportionate to ensure that those people who have that mentality get the message. Now, sir, I'm not going to say apologize for what happened to you, but I would expect that you would understand what the police is dealing with. And you said plain, you're happy that we are not the type of police that you see in the States, or you heard of in the States, who are shooting people. We try to be as cordial as we can when we could, but at the same time, we have to ensure that when we encounter a person, we don't know what they have. You said contraband is nothing. Contraband is a major issue, a serious one too, especially in this time of pandemic. The same people who goes across the border and come back with contraband bring the coronavirus here. When contraband is rampant, we are already in a dire economic state. If we allow contraband to become rampant and treat like it is nothing, then our economy is not going to improve because our people will go over and spend the money in Guatemala instead of spending the money here in Belize, and we can improve our economy. So we have to clamp down contraband for two specific reasons right now. One, to stop the coronavirus, and two, to ensure that we spend our money home so that our economy can continue to grow, so that, like the man who came before said, the government is going to have the money to give to the police to do what needs to be done to address the issue of crime and violence. Good community relations also includes that police response to crime and violence must be proportionate. And I would want to think that as a good citizen, you are going to look beyond this and see for yourself that it was a matter of the police doing their work to address the security needs of the people. So, sir, look beyond that and tell your children, the police is not the enemy. The police are their friends. We don't have a situation in Belize where we're hearing that police officers are shooting people every day. Very, very rarely that occurs. And when it do occurs, for the most part, it is justified by law. But like with any other organization, there are going to be occasions where police might act overzealously and may shoot somebody without really having the intent. But when that time occurs, then we have to find a way to address it. Thankfully, that did not occur to you, I'm sure that after you were searched by the police found out who you were allowed to go about your merry business. So why will you hold it against the police? I trust and hope, sir, that you look beyond this and continue to see the police as your friend and someone who is trying to make you safe. Let's say, for example, you're in that area and someone was there waiting to rob you or maybe even kill you, and the police were there with their big guns and were able to apprehend these persons and stop them from killing you. You never know. So give us a little slack sometimes. It is not every encounter we have with you that is going to be hostile. The police have a job to do. We have an entire community to keep safe, and we are going to do our utmost best to ensure the safety of the majority of our people here in Benque. So thank you very much.